G'day Crustacean Nation, SirPrawnalot here with another video. Today we have a couple of boxes to unpackage. One of them is a mystery plant box for the tank over here, and the other one is actually a light for this tank over here. So I thought I'd do the unboxing out here because this is the tank that they're all going into. So this box here is the mystery box. It's a mystery box from All Fish to You. It's been a pretty popular little box and I got the $50 one. It comes with a few plants. Obviously I don't know what's in there. So I say that most of the plants will be going into here, but if there are any that I don't think are going to suit this tank, I'll just probably whack them into a different tank anyway. So all these plants are going to be used and it doesn't really matter what they are, but hopefully, fingers crossed, they work in this tank really well. Go. Oh, that folded out really nicely. So we have this newspaper as packing material and inside a big bowl of wet newspaper. That can only mean one thing, it's a bunch of plants. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop them up on this towel here. Alright, so we're going to start off with this one first. Obviously no clue what they are, so we're just going to pull this out. Yeah, definitely some soggy newspaper. I really hope it isn't just soggy newspaper. That would be a real mystery, I guess. So we're going to try and unravel it a bit here. Ooh, it's definitely going to be green. What have we got here? So this is looking like a bit of a Nubius. I'm guessing. I'm not good with plants. Oh, it's maybe a crypt, I think, actually. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's looking much more like a crypt. Little snail on there as well. That's a bad mystery. So here we have these plants. I think they're crypts, but they also look a bit like a Nubius on the bottom. I'm going to say they're crypts for the video. If you do know what they actually are, I will look them up after. I think they're the really basic crypts, but these are awesome plants. I have these in my better tank and they look really nice. So I'm really happy that I got some of these. That'll work very well for my little planted tank here. Oops, so I was just trying to pull this one out and actually open it up a bit. So we'll have a look at this. This is a big bowl of plants. I think it's just like a bunch of assorted plants or something. It's awesome. Let's have a look. Whoa, look at that. That's a lot of plant. Alright, let's try and work out what's in here. So this wasn't actually from Pisces, this package, but it is got the little Pisces label on it. So these are Pisces plants. So this is Hydrophilia Pisces edition. Really nice plant. Look at that. All leafy and green. These are the sort of plants that I was really hoping to get, so very happy with that. This will definitely go up the back with the blue stricter that I have as well. I think that'll work really well. Once again, on the label, some Ambulia. I've seen this stuff around a lot and I get it confused with hornwort quite a bit, but it's another really nice plant that I think will add a lot of texture to the tank and really stand out. And this one is called Narrow Ludwigia. I have had this before, I think, and it died off because I didn't have correct lighting for it, but once again we do have a big light under here to unbox as well, so I think we will do alright for the lighting. But I really love these stem plants. They're really tall and long, so I'm assuming this is like assorted stem plants or something, which is really cool. I love the green that's just here. And this one does not have a label, so I'm going to take a guess. I think it's Hydrophilia. Please correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not too certain on this one. But it has those sort of more narrow leaves on it, the rounded ones, so I'm going to guess it's that. But another really cool plant which I think is going to look really awesome in my tank. And lastly in here we have another little soggy newspaper bowl. Ooh, these ones have some clay pots and a little tag, so that's going to help me very well. Let's go with this one first. So this one is Coriumbosa. I think that's the right way to say it. Which is a really cool little plant. It almost reminds me of like a rose bush or something. So I'm pretty happy with that little guy. I've never had this before. Love the little clay pots. I'll pop him up there, I think. And this looks like another little Anubius. I love my Anubius. This one is just assorted Anubius, so it's just something basic, I think. I do have a few of these already, but I don't think you can ever have too much Anubius, and I really love all the different variations I have. These ones seem to be a bit smaller, which is really cool. So I'm keen to grow it up and separate it up a bit. So I accidentally just dropped the little clay pot then. It's pretty upsetting. It broke off, but the plant is okay. I wasn't going to keep it in the clay pot, but I really like the clay pots, and I'm quite upset that it just smashed on the floor. So I'm going to go ahead and just shift all of these plants off. I think I'll be able to sort of just roll them off with this towel here, a little bundle, like so. Too easy. And we're going to jump into this box because this is the light for the tank to really ramp it up and get those plants growing well. So this is a light I have got off Amazon, and it's a pretty cool light. I have seen it on a lot of like nano tanks and things like that, and it looks really cool, and I really wanted to set it up in this tank. Hopefully it'll be able to get light down to the very bottom of the aquarium, because I do want to maybe try a carpet in the future. So we're going to have a little look-see here. So I just threw away the instructions, and if we need them we will go back to them, but there are some little bits and pieces to put together. Obviously the actual light itself, pretty cool looking. It's got a nice like fisheye lens there. So we're going to go ahead and put this together and get it all set up. So after a small amount of assembly, we have it, the light is all put together. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the tank, and we'll have a look at the difference. So this is the old light, and here it is with the new light. I'm amazed, it looks crazy. It's crazy white. The one problem with this light that I've heard a few reviews about is if you focus on a certain area or you get it at a certain angle, you'll get a bit of this flickering. Oh, it's not doing it now, but you do get a bit of flickering on your screen. I'll try and show that off now. Okay, so it doesn't seem to work on my phone, but one thing you do get is sometimes you get the light just making all these waves, and it's to do with your shutter speed, I do believe. So I think the app I use on my phone may be able to cancel that out. But this tank looks so much better now with the better lighting. It was sort of looking that reddish color, and that was mostly because I think the tannins in the water, but this light just absolutely destroyed that, and it looks amazing. I'm really happy with how it turned out. As you can see there, that is what I'm talking about. So that's the issue you may get with this light. So if you do take photos or record, just be wary of that. But I'm pretty happy with the fact I can just leave it here and it's not doing that. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. We still have those plants to put in, so we're going to go ahead and pop those plants in and see this tank with all the color. So I'm just going to go ahead and start planting these plants. I don't really have a plan, so we're just going to start chucking them in, I think. I am debating adding CO2 to this tank now. With the better lighting, it does sort of open up the opportunity to really make this a high-tech planted tank. But we're going to see how we go, and yeah, I'm really keen to get this tank going. So there we have it. This tank is looking awesome. I planted everything in. My phone did die when I was recording, so I didn't get the full footage, but I did end up trimming some of the plants off as well, because I want to see the new growth and actually grow it in a bit. There is a lot of blank space down here, so I do think I'm going to get some kind of hair grass or maybe something else that's you know, low and sort of carpets a bit. I'm pretty interested to see how that goes, and it'd be really cool to sort of have it like hanging off the rock a bit and along the bottom. So yeah, I use pretty much every plant here. Like I said, I did cut some down and spread them out a bit, and I'm really happy with it. Once again, the light is going to cause a bit of this flickering, so filming this tank may be a bit of a hassle. Worst comes to worst, I can just swap the light out or turn it off or something like that, and use a different light just for the videos. But this tank is still cycling, so we won't have any fish in it yet, for a little bit at least. But I mean, it's pretty much what I pictured. I really wanted to get like a real jungle vibe going, much like my bedders tank, and I think this really worked a treat. I am very happy with the light as well. It's a bit of a catch-22 with me because obviously I want to film it, but the light really does bring it out, so it's going to be harder. I think like filming closer is an issue because the lighting does not like that at all, so filming back here seems to be alright, but I will work out, you know, all the kinks and try and get something that works really well so I can show this off to you guys. And yeah, we're going to be getting some fish for this at some stage, so if you do have any fish that you recommend, comment down below what you think. So I'm thinking probably maybe tetras in here, maybe some cories and things along those lines. I did also go ahead and whack a bit of enrich in here. You know I love this stuff. So that's in there, spread out, so hopefully the plants will grow a bit better with that extra fertilizer, and I think it's gonna go really well. This tank is crazy cool looking. So I just changed a few settings on my phone then, and I can sort of film a bit better now, get a few more close-up shots with that light. It is going to be really bright though, so that's the only issue, but you know, we'll work it out like I said. But you know, whenever you set up a tank like this, you get so excited, you want to see fish in there and stuff. But I'm going to have to let it cycle a bit longer just so I'm happy with how it's going and make sure, you know, the filter's going well. I may just be upgrading the filter as well. I'm not sure yet. I ordered a pump for it, and it's the original pump that this tank actually comes with. This is an Aqua Nano 40, and it came with a little pump that I broke. I also wanted a pump with less flow, so I just bought one tier down. So I did buy like the original pump again. So I'm going to give that a go, and hopefully it's not too much flow. If it is, I'll probably just use maybe a little spray bar or something like that. But yeah, we may be upping the flow on this, so if you think it's a bit too you know, stagnant or anything, don't worry about that because we're going to be testing a few things. Like I said, really happy with this tank, really happy with this light, and really happy with how it all turned out. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.